So I have finally returned from my week at summer camp, and the very first thing I told myself was, instead of getting ready for school, I need to binge The Defenders. So basically, The Defenders is the culmination of the first Netflix series, which is Daredevil Season 1, Daredevil Season 2, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist. They bring them all together in the season to have a superhero team-up, kind of like the Avengers, but more of a TV show Netflix style. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I love Daredevil Season 1 and 2. Jessica Jones was okay. I liked it, but I had some issues with it. Luke Cage, I can't even finish. I literally have like 2.5 episodes left. I can't even finish the show because I really just don't like it. I think it's boring. And Iron Fist, I didn't even bother to watch because from everyone I heard and that has seen it and the reviews I've watched, no one really liked it. So I'm not going to waste 13 hours of my life watching that show. I want to, and I think after seeing The Defenders, I'll consider it. But before The Defenders came out, I just said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to go into this, and if there's something I don't understand, I'll just look it up. Which actually, I will say, this isn't a spoiler, which I'm not going to talk about spoilers really in this video. But what I will say is, if you haven't seen Iron Fist, I don't really think like you should be worried about not understanding anything, because most of the stuff that I didn't understand at first was explained throughout the show. But literally, yeah, let's talk about the characters first. So Daredevil, as always, who is played by Charlie Cox, he's always great. I loved him in this season. I loved him in Daredevil Season 1, and I loved him in Daredevil Season 2. The girl who plays Jessica Jones, I think it's Kristen Ritter. She was okay. I was never really a big Jessica Jones fan of the character. The TV show I actually enjoyed, but of the character, I just thought she was kind of boring. She's just kind of like She-Hulk, just super strong, but yet she's white, not green. But her character was okay for me, you know. I'm not the biggest guy that's like, oh my god, Jessica Jones is great. This whole entire 8-episode series changed my view on Jessica Jones. But she was okay. She was entertaining in some parts, kind of boring in other parts. I'm totally blanking on the dude who plays Luke Cage. I'm just going to be straight up honest. He was better in this than he was in Luke Cage, in my personal opinion. And I know people loved Luke Cage. Personally, for me, like I said, it was just boring. I didn't really enjoy it. I haven't even finished it yet. I will, though. Because, like I said, 2.5 episodes, I'll just sit down and watch it probably, like, in the next year or two. No, I'll try to finish it within the next, like, week or so. But, yeah, he was fine. He, you know, like I said, he was more entertaining in this, I thought. And Finn Jones. Okay, like I said, I didn't see Iron Fist. I heard he wasn't the best in it. So, you know, when I was going into the show, I was, you know, prepping myself like, you know, this guy's probably not going to, he's going to be the weak link, you know. He might be annoying at sometimes, but I just got to power through because I love, you know, Daredevil, and it's the culmination. I got to watch it. But I actually really liked Iron Fist in this one. And after I was going through the some reviews for the show, spoiler-free ones, and people were like, you know, he was actually better in this, you know. He was not, you know, witty. He was more, like, you know, serious and stuff. And I actually agree with that. I really did like him. He's, like, the guy on the team who really wants to start the Defenders, and everyone else is kind of like, oh, you know, we're not superheroes that you're saying we are. We're just people that, you know, have troubled pasts, and we were gifted with these abilities, but yet we're not like Iron Man. We're not like Captain America because, you know, they use their abilities for special powers, you know, to stop aliens and stuff, and we're just stopping petty thieves. So we're not really on the same lines as those superheroes, but yet Iron Fist is like, but we are, and we should start this team. He's really the energetic one that's like, you know, we really should start this, and everyone else is saying it's not a good idea. And I thought that element he brought to the team was super cool because that's what I would be if I was a superhero trying to start a team. I would be that one that's like, you know, come on, guys. We got these special abilities. We should start this because why just sit around on the couch and drink beer when we could actually be saving the world? I just looked it up. His name is Mike Coulter. That's the dude who plays Luke Cage. Sorry, if you ever listen to this, which I doubt you will. Sorry I forgot your name, but I know it now. And I will never forget it again. Sigourney Weaver playing one of the main villains. I liked her. She, at some parts, kind of like Jessica Jones, was really cool. And then at other parts, she was just like, oh, okay. But overall, she does a really good job as the villain. I wouldn't call her the main villain, actually. But if I get into that, that's kind of spoiler territory. But, you know, she's definitely the one they're trying to portray as the main villain, which she kind of is. But then there's other villains, too. And she's the leader of the organization, the Hand. Now, I didn't really know that much about the Hand. Apparently, they were, like, the bad guys in Iron Fist. Like some corporation or whatever that, you know, doing illegal stuff. But, yeah, she's the bad guy and she's the head. She does a really good job at being very menacing, but, like, you know, being a very kind of calm menacing, like, oh, okay. And then, you know, the next second she'll have a dude, like, put a bullet in your head or something. I don't know. She was pretty good. Sigourney Weaver's always good, you know. She's just one of those actresses that, you know, you just always love. Because, like, I don't know. One of the things I really liked about this was she's kind of perfectly cast I don't know why, but like when I saw the trailer for the show and that she was gonna be in it, and they hadn't confirmed that she's gonna be the villain yet, but in my mind I'm like, you get Sigourney Weaver on the Defenders, you know exactly who she's gonna be playing. She's not playing Luke Cage's or Iron Fist's mom. She's playing the villain. So like I don't know. For me, it was perfectly cast in a way. I don't know. I liked it. But I had some issues with her, but overall, I really liked her portrayal of this character, Alexandra. I think the weakest character for me on the show, which, I mean, I think probably for a lot of people is, and I didn't like her when I had her in Daredevil Season 2 as Elektra. I don't like Elektra just as a character. I didn't like her in even that terrible Daredevil movie back in, like, the early 2000s with Ben Affleck. I didn't like her in Daredevil Season 2. That was, like, literally the reason why I like Daredevil Season 1 better, because Daredevil Season 2 I thought was great. The Punisher storyline was fantastic, but then there was the Elektra storyline. I was just like, I don't really care. And it definitely, plays into this season of the Defenders, and I just really wasn't having any of the character. I don't know, I just really didn't like her. She's just annoying to me, and it's kind of sad because Daredevil is such a cool character, but yet when they have Elektra around, it brings Daredevil down. It's just kind of like, oh, okay. I mean, Daredevil's a smart guy, so he shouldn't be falling for her tricks or whatever. But yeah, that's what happens in this season, and it's what happened in Daredevil Season 2. And it was kind of annoying after a while. So I didn't really like Elektra. I guess this is a good time, to start talking about things I also didn't really like on the show. One of my biggest problems was that sometimes the episodes dragged on for too long. Like, there are just a couple episodes where it's just like, okay, I see where you could have ended there, or where you could have ended there, but they go on for another 10 minutes, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't know. That was kind of annoying in some episodes. Like, a couple of them I can remember right now. I won't say, but, some episodes just kind of drag on. It's just kind of like, okay, I get, you're only condensed down to 8 episodes, which is what I liked about this season, was that all the other Netflix shows are 13 episodes, and they're all like an hour or so long. But yeah, this one is only 8 episodes, which I like. I mean, yes, sometimes, when a TV show is like an hour long, it can get a little annoying, just sitting there and watching it. But if it's 13 episodes and you're trying to binge the show to get a review up of it, that's kind of brutal because that's more than half a day. But if it's 8 episodes, it works. And so I like that about this season, but yet sometimes the episodes dragged on too long. And it was kind of like, oh, okay. One of the things I actually really liked that I just remembered was the first 2 interactions between Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I just thought were great. There's the one scene where they're fighting, and then there's the one scene where they actually officially meet each other. I just thought those were great. I thought they were funny, they were good, well-written, clever. I don't know, I really liked them. When there were action scenes, they were good. This was one of the issues I kind of had with the show, but then what I'm about to say after that was what it saved for me, was that there aren't a lot of fight sequences like there have been in the past on the other shows. Because in each episode or so, there's a fight sequence, but in this season, there aren't as many as there have been in the past. But the thing that saved it for me was that when there are the fight sequences, they're just great. Like, you saw the trailer where there's that hallway fight scene where all 4 of them are just, beating all those guys down. That was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the hallway scene from the first season of Daredevil, but, I don't know. It was pretty cool, and even, so, that episode was, I think, either the second or third episode. Not quite sure, but it's one of those episodes. And the season finale. There were some pretty good fight scenes in the season finale. I really like those. So do I think there will ever be a Defender Season 2 on the way the season finale left off? Probably. As you know, Marvel, they always take a while. Nothing's been confirmed yet of the Season 2 release date, or even if there's going to be a Season 2. But like I was saying, Marvel always takes a while to announce when there's a Season 2 of or a sequel to anything. And so, I mean, knowing Marvel and knowing the show, they have to do another season to this. It's kind of like, you bake a cake and you give someone the cake and they, you don't put the frosting on yet. They're like, okay, here's the cake, but we're going to hold back on the frosting for a bit. Just start with the cake for right now, see what you think, and if it, is good and you like it, then we'll put on the frosting. It's kind of like that. That's a weird analogy. I literally just came up with it on the spot. But that's kind of what it's like, They want to see how people react to it. And I think so far, the response from critics and audience viewers have been, it's decent, which I think it's above decent. It's enjoyable. There's some issues with it, but I think it's pretty good. And so hopefully there will be a Season 2. I know, we're getting a Punisher in November, and then Luke Cage Season 2 and Jessica Jones Season 2 are expected to arrive next year in 2018. And then I'm pretty sure Daredevil Season 3 and Iron Fist Season 2 are going to come in 2019. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a Defender Season 2 until 2020. I mean, it sucks because it's 3 years away. but like that's most likely what's going to happen. And you also have to consider what other series they're going to do next, you know. Are they going to do a Moon Knight? Are they going to do a Blade, a Ghost Rider, a Hawkeye? You know, I know all those are, they haven't officially said they're on the table, but it's kind of obvious, you know, people want those, and so I think they're listening to, you know, the audience. Because I remember there was a rumor a couple days ago, or last week or something, that Moon Knight is either being pushed for like a movie or a TV series by James Gunn. I don't remember, like it's one of those two, so I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully there will be a Defender Season 2. Like I said, I enjoyed the Defender Season 2. It was a cool way to see, you know, all 5 of those earlier TV seasons, you know, come together in one. There were some issues I had with it, but overall, I enjoyed it, and I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's well worth your time. It is going to, you know, it is like 8 episodes, which is shorter than all the other seasons have been, but it's still 8 hours. And so, you know, it's going to take some time, but in the end, I think it's worth it. You'll enjoy it. If you really liked the other 5 seasons, even if you didn't like Iron Fist, I still think you'll enjoy it. Thank you all so much for listening. If you've liked what you listen to on here and you want to listen to more, go like, comment, and subscribe. That would really be helpful, and I would really appreciate it. The links to all my social medias are down below in the description. Other than that, this has been A Talk in Depth.